What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a weight training for beginners workout.
Today's strength training session will work to build lean muscle while burning fat.
You will only need dumbbells, but you may also want to have a bench, box, or chair available to you.
This is a no repeat workout, so we'll be performing just one set of each exercise.
Now let's pump it up.
Let's get started with the warm-up. Our first move of the day is going to be a good morning. We're going to work on that posterior chain. Our feet are going to be hip-width apart, hands behind our head, slight bend in those knees to start. Now I'm going to bring my hips back as I hinge at my waist. Feel that stretch in the backside, and then hips forward. So we're not counting repetitions on this one, just timed as we work through it. And this is the warm-up, so we're not racing here.
So we're also definitely not turning this into a squat either. Notice that our legs are maintaining the exact same angle and position throughout the entire movement.
Yeah, that's a great point. We're almost trying to touch our backside to the wall behind us as we go down. We'll feel that stretch in our hamstrings, glutes, keeping our back straight. For
Even
5,
all the way down to the calf too.
4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, next up, we're gonna perform a step back plus rotation. Let's start with our feet hip width apart, have my hands out in front of me. I'm gonna step back with my right leg, bend both knees just a little bit, and then open up to that left side, that rotation. Come back to center, stand up. Now opposite side, now left foot steps back, and I rotate to my right side.
If you find yourself having a hard time maintaining your balance, just widen your step a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great point, a great little tip there. This one's gonna work your brain a little bit at the same time. Which foot do I step back with, right? Because we're going opposite side.
Which way do I twist?
Yeah, great for that thoracic spine, that mid-back, as well as our lower body, our shoulders, our chest. We like to choose these warm-up moves. They're getting a big bang for our buck, very efficient. And last one. Nice breathing.
Almost went left instead of right.
Yeah, see, it'll get you. All right, next up, let's work on our shoulders with what is called a shoulder box. Our elbows are going to be into our side and bent at a 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to bring my upper arms up till they're parallel to the floor. Pull back on those hands. Feel that stretch. Hands back down, elbows to the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a great one overall for that upper body, our shoulders, chest, back. Great one for our posture as well. Really focusing on bringing those hands back, almost like I'm there with you and I'm pulling those hands back. Nice consistent breathing. Just a few more repetitions. For 3, 2, 1. And break.
Whew.
All right, I'm ready. Feeling warm. How you feeling, Claudia?
I'm warm. I'm ready to pump this up.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's get started, HASfit Tribe. Our first move, we are going to need 1 dumbbell.
He got it out.
I got it. I spit it out. Just spit it out, Coach Kozak. We're going to need 1 dumbbell. We're going to perform a dumbbell goblet squat, a heavier dumbbell that we're going to hold from the top, whatever heavy looks for you. Feet are hip width apart, and our first move is going to be to break at our hips. Hips first, then knees. Sitting back, good posture till those thighs are parallel to the floor, and then stand back up. We are going to count repetitions. We're going to do it together. 12 repetitions. Ready and begin. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. And so if you're used to doing some fast-paced HIIT workouts, you might be a little surprised at the pace we're going to move on these repetitions today. This is a strength training routine. So, and we need to focus on time under tension here. Inhaling on the way down. exhaling on the way up. So for 12 repetitions, we want to find a weight that's going to challenge us, especially repetitions 10, 11, and then 12 should be getting challenging.
There's number 7.
So if you walk away from today saying, well, that was too easy, there's only one reason why, and that's because you were not using enough weight. As the joy of strength training is figuring out where you are for different movement patterns and what weight is going to challenge you.
Here's 11. One more.
Last one. Nice, full range of motion. And there's 12.
Nice job.
All right, we can set that hand weight down. We're going to move on to our upper body next with a push-up. Now, I'm going to do my push-up the classic traditional way from the floor.
And I'm going to do mine from my bench. Now, for push-ups, the higher the implement, the easier it's going to be. So if you don't have a bench, you can do a countertop, a couch, or even a wall.
Yeah, you decide where you're at today. We're going to do one set of 8 repetitions, but it's going to be a perfect set. Full range of motion here. Our hands are just wider than our shoulders. I'm going to keep my elbows bent in at a 45-degree angle as I lower my body all the way up, all the way down for 8 repetitions. Ready? And begin. Inhale, breathe on the way down. Exhale on the way up. And I want you to make sure, check yourself, that you're not giving me what I call chicken push-ups, where we're pecking and bringing our neck down, but instead our chest is traveling down while we're keeping our hips up.
So you want your neck to stay in line with your back.
Yeah, so that means we got to be bending those elbows. Don't get down there by extending and reaching with your neck. That's not a push-up.
That's 6. 2 more. Come on.
Nice and controlled, full range of motion. Abs stay tight.
Last one.
And there's 8. Excellent.
Nice work.
All right, so we've worked on our legs, we've worked on our push muscles. Now we're gonna work on our pull muscles with a dumbbell reverse bent over row. We need 2 dumbbells for the next one, probably heavier dumbbells. We're gonna get set up with our feet hip width apart. I'm gonna hinge at my waist, my hips, 45-degree angle, back is straight, my palms are facing forward. Now I'm gonna pull back from my elbows. My elbows lead the way, not my hands, my elbows lead the way. We're gonna do 12 rows. Ready? And begin. Again, those elbows lead the way. I like to pretend I have a string attached to my elbows and they're pulling back on that string. Back stay straight, shoulders stay retracted, head in line with your spine. That means you're not like this with your neck up. And you are gonna feel this one in your legs as well.
Oh yeah, just holding this position.
Control the way down, not just the way up. All right, so don't just let the dumbbells flop back down.
There's 10. We have 2 more to go.
11. One more, good squeeze. And 12. Excellent. Next up, we're gonna work on our biceps. I'm gonna use a slightly lighter weight than I was using for my row. And we do need 2 dumbbells. Make sure you're using those legs to pick up your weights.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving into a dumbbell alternating curl. So we're gonna start with the dumbbells at our sides, good posture. I'm gonna bend at that elbow, curling that pinky in, and then return the dumbbell back down. Alternate now my other side. So we're gonna do 24 in total, or 12 on each side. Good posture, and begin. Key on this one is to go slow and not use momentum or swing. Again, you'll see a lot of people doing curls, and there may be a time and a place they're, swinging and getting outrageous with it, but for the most part, they're gonna get less results using that methodology. Strength training is really about that time under tension of the muscles. Not enough just to get the weight up, about the work that's accomplished while getting it there. So that means we're controlling the way back down as well. And as I said, once you get to the top, you're curling that pinky in. It just gives you that little extra contraction.
All right, you are halfway through.
Keeping your breathing consistent with your movement. You're inhaling on the way down, exhaling or breathing out on the way up. Exhaling at the hardest part of the movement. And if it's not challenging for you, time to increase your weight.
That's right. It should be feeling a little tough right about now.
Yeah, with just a few left, getting especially even more challenging to use proper form now.
That's right. No swinging. 4 more.
Last 4. Keep the patience going. Doing great so far. Keep it up. Just the one set.
23. Come on. You got it. If you're struggling right now, push through. Here we go. 24.
There it is.
Nice job.
All right, we're going to move onto a lower body exercise next. While our upper body is resting, we're going to perform a side lunge. I'm going to use 1 dumbbell for my variation.
And I'm actually just going to show you the body weight variation of this.
You choose what's appropriate for you. I have the dumbbell on my right hand. I'm going to step to my left side, opposite side hand. It's going to be on my hip or out to the side. You decide what works for you. We're going to step to the side, weight back in the hips, and then come back up. We're
doing the exact same thing, except for when I come down, if you're flexible enough, you can reach over and touch your left knee or even reach down to your left foot.
We're going to do 10 to each side.
Yep.
Ready and begin. Drive those hips back as you sit down. That's your key. So it's not just bending over at your waist, but really sitting back into that hip, making
That's
that
right.
knee bend. You feel that stretch on the inside of your opposite side leg. It's working both legs, but in a different way.
Number 5. So inhale down, 6, and exhale as you come back up.
Really working your total lower body, doing hamstrings, quadriceps, glutes, those inner thigh muscles, our gracilis.
There's 9. Last one right here.
And 10. All right,
Nice job.
same move, opposite side now. So I'm going to switch what hand that dumbbell is in. Big deep breath and continue. Can't get that inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Again, you decide depending on your flexibility, strength, mobility, what depth is appropriate for you. You can bury it down low, great. Not quite there yet today. You're up here,
Yep.
that's good as well.
That's totally fine. So if you're here, just making sure that you're sitting back as you reach for your knee. That's 6. 4 more.
If you're not being challenged, again, as always, increase that weight.
Try to go down deeper a little further as you progress through. There's 9. Last one.
Hit it. And 10.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to need 2 lighter dumbbells for our next exercise. We're going to perform a dumbbell front raise. So again, lighter weight on this one. Good posture, shoulders are back. My dumbbells start right in front of my body, my palms facing me. I'm gonna raise the dumbbells up till my arms are parallel to the floor and then control the way back down. Ready and begin. This is really hitting that anterior deltoid, that front shoulder muscle. And again, we're controlling the way down, right? So much easier if we just went whoop. But we're not in it for easy. We are in it for results,
That's
right,
right.
folks?
Exhale as you bring them up. That's number 5.
12 in total. And remember, you can't be changed without having challenge. And we're challenging you here today, using a weight that challenges you.
Don't use any momentum to get those up.
Nice and controlled. I know it's harder. Might even feel a little shake. That's all right. It's good for you.
That's 9. 3 more.
Nice big deep breaths here.
Last one coming up.
Dig deep right here. Last
Exhale.
one.
12. Nice job.
Excellent. All right, next up, we don't need any weight. I'm gonna get back into kind of that push-up position from the floor.
Which means I'm going to go ahead and bring out my bench.
But instead of doing a push-up this time, we're gonna do a planche hold. So we're gonna work on our core, yes, our chest and shoulders as well. So I'm gonna get set up in a similar push-up position, but now I'm gonna walk my body forward over my hands, and notice I'm up on my toes, and I'm gonna hold here. Same move for Claudia,
Yep.
but again, she's on the bench. You decide what's appropriate for you. We're gonna hold for 45 seconds. Ready and begin. I'm drawing that belly button up, and it's forcing me to contract those abs. decide how far over those hands you can get while maintaining that posture.
Ooh, already feel that burn.
Drawing that belly button up, that's the key.
Remembering to breathe through the whole movement. Don't hold your breath here.
Yes, it's gonna work your arms as well, just holding the position, but make sure that core is doing the majority of the work, drawing it up. Don't let it sink.
Come on. You have about 10 more seconds.
Come on, fight with us right to the end. Core's getting stronger here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Yes, excellent. Yes, that's it.
Yes, feeling that pump.
Feeling good.
Feeling good, feeling strong.
Hope you're feeling good out there. We are going to move into a cool down. And before you think about skipping this cool down, don't do it.
Don't do it.
One of the main benefits is going to reduce that soreness over the next couple days, as well as showing your body some love with some extra mobility work. Our first move is going to be a downward dog. I'm going to do mine from the floor.
And I'm actually going to do mine from the wall.
So depending on your flexibility level, maybe you don't feel comfortable doing the floor version yet. I'm going to walk out, and then I'm going to relax my shoulders and hips, driving those hips back.
And my variation is essentially the same. I'm going to start with my palms at about waist level here as I come to the wall. Then I'm going to push away from the wall. I'm going to extend my hips away from the wall, and I'm actually just going to relax my shoulders in this position.
Feeling that stretch in your posterior chain that we worked so much today. Calves, hamstrings, glutes, lower and upper back, shoulders. Again, efficient move. Multiple muscle groups and joints in just one exercise. We're just holding here. Another 5 seconds to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, big deep breath. And we are gonna move to either stay on the floor or move to the floor. And we're gonna get into a lying angel. Now we're gonna move to our backs, work on our shoulders, back, and chest with this next one. Feet are flat on the floor. I'm gonna start with my arms overhead. Now I'm going to gently extend those arms overhead. And ideally, you're getting to the point where your upper arm and hands are on the floor. But if you can't quite get there and they're just kind of floating here, that's okay as well. Extend the full range of motion. Now we are going to drag, or pretend to drag if you can't quite reach, your hands and elbows down and then extend back up.
Ooh, what a good stretch.
Full extension all the way up. Now repeat. Moving back and forth between hands and elbows, pulling down and extend as far overhead as you can. Now with every repetition, hopefully you're getting a little better. So hopefully it's a little easier to keep those hands on the floor, or you're getting closer to the floor, depending on your range of motion. Still a great move. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, we can stay in this similar position now, but I'm just going to extend my left leg. We're going to do a lying knee range of motion. We're going to work on both our knees as well as our quadriceps. Now, I'm going to drag that foot on the floor, bringing my heel as close as possible to my body. If you need to, you can use a towel or a band to help get it there, or even grab your heel. And you should feel a tension, a tightness in that knee and in your quadricep. Bring it as far and as close to your body as you can. And we're just going to hold here. It's a great stretch for not only our quadriceps, but also those knees, building knee strength and stability. Just gonna hold. Nice big deep breaths. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same move on the opposite side, opposite leg extended. And again, if you need to, you can grab onto that heel to kind of bring it in. This knee is never quite as good for me. I had ACL reconstruction almost 20 years ago on this knee, so range of motion still isn't there.
But you're working on it.
Working on it.
Working on it.
Nice big deep breaths.
Keeping those knees nice and healthy.
Just a few seconds here to think about how proud you are for what you achieved today. You showed up and put in that work.
That's right. Check this off of your to-do list for today. You are done.
For 3, 2, 1, 0, and relax. And we have found the best way to stay consistent and hold yourself accountable of checking those workouts off your list is to follow a complete exercise program.
That's right. And those exercise programs can be found on the HASfit app.
So go ahead and download it and check it out now.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media network, whichever one is your favorite.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.